Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts. It's hard not to feel happy when you make someone smile. When we're connected to others, we become better people. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. But if a villain can be made, then they can be unmade. Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. Home is where somebody notices when you are no longer there. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Do not presume that richness or poorness will bring you happiness. Breathing control gives man strength, vitality, inspiration, and magic powers. Your story is remarkable, even if you don't know it yet. If tomorrow were never to come, it would not be worth living today. You know, the minute you stop thinking about it, it'll happen. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. We can't avoid reasoning, we can only avoid doing it well. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. A lack of clarity could put the brakes on any journey to success. Your highest thoughts sometimes arise in your lowest moments. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. You will do foolish things, but do them with enthusiasm. It is an acceptance of being uncomfortable that drives change. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. Cherish that which is in you and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. The men of old breathed clear down to their heels. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Success is defined in units of fun. It's all about being happy. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. There's no clarity. There was never meant to be clarity. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. We all have 2 lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read, one to write in. There is no place where espionage is not possible. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. Receive with simplicity everything that happens to you. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. A traitor's just a patriot on the wrong side of winning. I cannot trust a man to control others who cannot control himself. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. And regulation entails organizational effectiveness, a chain of command, and a structure for logistical support. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. Never feel guilty or ashamed for the mistakes of others. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Amid the turmoil and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder, and yet no real disorder at all. Sometimes, the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. One who has few must prepare against the enemy. One who has many makes the enemy prepare against him. Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough. Make your lives a masterpiece. You only get one canvas. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice.